3 things your woman needs. I'm not suggesting this list is exhaustive, but I receive a lot of emails from men and women alike. And I want to tell you that your marriage will take the direction you give it as a man. Your marriage takes the direction you give it as a man. Regrettably, most men lack this very basic wisdom. And unfortunately, most women accept the marriages they have been dealt. They have been served half-baked marriages, and they don't realize that they have a male in their lives, not a real man. So they have accepted the status quo. They have accepted the dish they have been served. They have accepted the hand they have been dealt. They do not expect much from life. The expectations in life is too low. It's a very unfortunate position to be in. I repeat myself, your marriage takes the direction you give it as a man. So if there is something wrong with your marriage, it's all about you. I want to share with you 3 things your woman needs. I don't know the name of your woman. Perhaps I have never met her, but I do know what a woman is looking for. That's what I've done. I'm a career coach, I'm a career mentor, I'm a career speaker, I'm a career pastor. I listen to people, I engage with people. I deal with many people. Marriages that are collapsing every day. I talk with people from all over the world. I'm counseling and coaching couples from all over the world. Let me tell you 3 things. Number 1, leadership. What does your woman need? A need is not a want. You need oxygen. You don't want oxygen. You need oxygen. No oxygen, no life. Number 1, your woman needs leadership. A lot of men don't offer leadership. Leadership is communication. Leadership is initiative. Leadership is influence. Let me explain. A lot of men don't tell their woman where they're going. If I pick 10 couples at Tradom, 8 out of 10 couples have no clue what they are up to. They have no idea what they will be doing as a couple 5 years from today, 10 years from today. How are we going to grow our income? Where will our children be? Where are we settling down? Dude, what are you up to? Even when the guy walks out of town, he doesn't communicate. So one thing leads to the other. They have a sexless marriage, a dry marriage, because there's no communication. He doesn't express his needs. She's not able to express her needs. So the marriage is based on assumptions. Assumptions are the termites of any relationship. No communication, no relationship. Whether it's a business relationship, a marriage relationship, if you can't communicate, the average man does not tell the woman where he is, with who, doing what. There's no transparency. They don't discuss how much they earn. They don't discuss how to spend their money. There is no communication about their budget. There is no planning for their holiday. There is no planning for their income. There is no discussion about expanding their income base. Men are just quiet. They go to work, they come in the evening. They are not saying, look, I'm earning XYZ. I need us to double our income as a family. There is no target. If you don't know where you're going, any road can you lead there? If I give you a bow and an arrow and I tell you shoot, what should be your first question as a logical man? If I just give you a bow and an arrow and I say shoot, any reasonable, any thinking, any rational man, the next question should be, at what? What am I shooting at? Where am I shooting? Why am I shooting? Can I ask you, for sure, does your woman know how much you earn? Do you plan your money together? Does she know how much you intend to earn in 2 years, in 3 years? Is there a clear plan in that family to double your income, to triple your income? Have you communicated it on a day-to-day basis? Does she know exactly where you are? Do you explain when you don't come home early, when you're out of town? Do you explain when there is no sex at home, or she will know? She'll just know. Oh yeah, she's an angel. She's to know I'm not in the mood today. Lack of communication. Number 2, lack of taking initiative. There are so many men living with a woman, she will never know whether they are doing a wedding or not. You live with a woman 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you have never wedded her. You never take initiative. Are we buying a house? Are we investing in stocks or in real estate? You don't take initiative. She has to ask, are we doing a wedding? Even daters. It is the woman these days who has to ask the man, where are we going? What are we up to? When are you proposing? When are we seeing your parents? Come on. Are you for real? Are you a man or a male figure? You can't take initiative. You can't lead your own shadow. How do you expect another person to follow you? Leadership is communication, is initiative. And number 3, influence. You have allowed a pastor to be influencing your wife. Some of you listening to me right now, I influence your wife more than you influence her. Why? You never share values. You never give her direction. So she has to be influenced by another man. She goes to church, you don't go to church. The pastor influences your woman and your children. Shame on you. You have allowed another man to influence your woman because you have nothing to offer. You don't give direction. Yet there are no values you discuss. You don't say anything. When you come home, you're holding the newspaper, watching politics or soccer. There's nothing wrong with that. But the question is, who influences the values in your home? Leadership is about influence. In my house, I pray with my kids every day. We read a chapter in the Bible every day. We discuss values. It is my job to teach my son Zeke, my daughter Ivy about sexuality. It is my job to teach them about the society. Tribalism, racism, nepotism, discrimination, corruption. It is my job to show them there is an alternative, good values, etiquette, business ethics, life ethics. It is my job to teach them to say, excuse me, please, sorry. It is my job to teach them to stand up when talking with an adult. It is my job to teach them to greet people. They can never assume anyone. My kids cannot ignore you. They know how to receive a phone call. They know how to answer a call courteously. They understand courtesy and etiquette. They understand the purpose for greetings, respect for elders and authority. One day when they grow up, whether they get employed or start their own business, they will not lose their job or lose their customers. Who is influencing your family? Who is running your marriage? Who is running your family? If your in-laws are running your family, you've lost it as a man. How can your mother or your mother-in-law be running your marriage? Who should be influencing the values in your marriage? So many men want to be in charge. They want to be in control. Why do you want to control a woman? Why do you want to be in charge? In charge of what? Who is contesting for your position? There are no elections at home. Are you vying for votes? Are you doubting who you are? Are you doubting your position as a male? Why are you dictating to a woman? Why should you dictate? When you lead, she will follow. When you lead, she will submit. Submission is a response to your leadership. Submission is a response to your love. How can someone follow you if you cannot lead yourself? You are lost in alcohol. You're lost in drugs. If you yourself cannot make money, how do you expect to dictate her money? You can't lead by example how to earn. The thing is this, you should be helping your wife to grow. You should be able to see the talents in her life, the gifts in her life, her abilities, her capacity. You should be the first person to develop her capacity, to develop her talents, to develop her gifts. She should feel secure expressing her gifts and her talents. Hey, I was challenging Mercy to go back to do her master's degree. I was challenging her. Every secure man should be able to ask the wife, how best can you be growing? You should be comfortable in her personal growth and development. And when Mercy cleared for her master's degree, I actually paid for her PhD. That's my job. Come on, you should be secure enough that if a woman comes in your life 5 years later, she should not be in the same position. That's what leadership is all about. So what is a woman looking for from a man? Number one, leadership, including morality and values. Unfortunately, in most families, it is a man to be taught morals and values and faithfulness and trust. What? You should be the one teaching your woman how to be a woman of morals, a woman of character. You should be the one teaching her how to cultivate trust and confidence. She should not be following up with you to find out who you're sleeping with. Your phone should be available for her. You should never hide your phone from your woman. You should demonstrate, lead by your life, lead by example, that you are leading a transparent life, an accountable life. Why do you think I talk like this on social media? And I post strong articles. Just yesterday, I posted about my wife's nails. It is because I know there is no mistress somewhere who can accuse me. I'm comfortable because there is no woman on this planet who can say, I am Dr. Jacob's girlfriend. You should not be accused by anyone because you should lead by your life. You should lead by example. You should be confident to tell your wife, follow me as I follow Christ. Whatever you see me do, do it. Use my language. Study my working vocabulary. There are words I can't use, so I don't expect you to use. I set the standard of how I expect Mercy to speak. I set the standard of the language I can't condone. Why? I don't use that language. There are words that cannot be used in my house. I can't use them. I don't expect anyone to use them, whether they're in my house or visiting my house. If you visit my house and you use a certain code, I will get you out of my house. There's a language I cannot tolerate in my house. You should be setting the standard. Since I have no mistress, I do not expect Mercy to be thinking about a Mr. So-and-so, buying her a watch or buying her this. How? Where was I? How can I create room for another man to be buying my woman some gifts? What a shame that some of you listening to me right now, somebody has bought your wife a watch or a phone or some flowers. Where were you? So your woman expects leadership. When you lead, she will naturally follow. When you lead, she will submit. Number two, your woman expects appreciation. Appreciate your wife. I know some people didn't like it when I sent this picture, when I shared this picture on Facebook about Mercy's nails. Read my lips. I don't care. I don't give a damn about that. I really don't care. If you know me, if you have followed me long enough, you know I don't care. You appreciate your wife. I'm not stopping you from appreciating your wife. It's my page. I appreciate my Mercy when I feel like. If you don't want to appreciate your wife publicly, that's your dirty problem. Keep your problems to yourself. I appreciate my wife privately and publicly with no apology. I live my life with no apology. You don't pay me. You've never had me borrowing you money or asking you to give me a love offering. So here is the deal. I confidently appreciate my woman, and I'm doing this to illustrate it to men who follow me. Those men who say they can't appreciate their wife on public, on social media, trust me, they never appreciate her even in private. Men who appreciate their wives privately, even in the presence of other people, they will appreciate her hair. They will appreciate her dress code. They will appreciate the way she makes the bed, the way she cooks. Learn to appreciate your wife. Learn to say thank you for dinner. Thank you for sex last night. It was hot. I loved it, darling. I love exploring your body. Come on. Learn to appreciate your wife. She's doing her manicure and her pedicure for you. She's doing her hair for you. Get your wallet, get the money, and pay for her salon. That's your job. To adorn your wife, to decorate your wife, so that you may present yourself a beautiful woman. Whenever men tell Mercy she's looking good, I get the credit. She's mine. When I say my Mercy, you know what I'm telling the world? Check her out. I've taken care of her. If you can't be proud with your woman, you can't walk with her, you can't jog with her, you can't go out to the shopping mall with her, you have failed as a man. You should be proud to hike with your woman, to go out for golf or for tennis or whatever game you like, bowling, swimming. You should be comfortable when she's able to wear her swimming costume and show off her body. Come on. I like walking with my wife on the beach. I've been with the same woman for 18 years, 6 months married. I dated her for 4.5 years. She was 19, I was 20. She was 19 when I proposed to her. She was 19. Right now, she's 42. I'm in love with my Mercy today more than I was on our wedding night. I am more excited with Mercy right now than I was on the day I met her. Learn to appreciate your woman. Your woman gives you back what you give her. You give her hatred, she gives you back hatred. You give her appreciation, she learns to appreciate you. So many men write to me, my wife never appreciates when I bring some money. She never appreciates my hard work. She never appreciates my determination. It is because you never appreciate her. You are getting a harvest of the seeds you have been sowing. Women just give you back the same seed you have been sowing. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. What are you getting from your woman? Answer, what seed did you sow? If you're going to sow happiness and joy and kindness and gentleness, you get back the same vibe. A woman is an echo. She echoes back what you said to her. I am challenging you right now. Every time she says, I tell you this is the truth and nothing but the truth. She's my witness and the Lord is my witness. There's not a single thing I take for granted. When Mercy serves me lunch and dinner, some men are better than me in cooking. I'm not good in cooking. Let me be honest with you. I don't cook in my house. We have different strengths and different weaknesses. Cooking is not my strength. I don't wash our house. I don't have that's not my strength. That's not my strength. So every time Mercy serves me with dinner, with lunch, with breakfast, not sometimes, every time, I say, thank you, darling. When I'm at home, several times a day, I just make a weird comment. I love your butt, sweetie. They're so nice. I hit them a bit with my hands. A nice slap. I pull her nose, her ears. I peck her lips several times a day. Not a week, several times a day. I keep the fire in the air, and I'm telling you the truth that God knows. I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. You see, if you live in the dark for so long, the eyes hurt when somebody switches on the lights. A thief thinks everybody steals. An immoral person thinks everyone is immoral. So people who live in a broken relationship think every marriage is broken. I'm telling you right now, there are men who are doing the right thing. There are men who are enjoying a great marriage. I am happily married. And I'm not going to cheat to impress your itching ears. I'm not going to come here to make you feel comfortable that even Doc's marriage is bad. Oh, it's just publicity. It's just PR. It's just, I need people to see it's working. I'm not going to cheat you so that I impress you. I'm telling you this. I am happily married. And I want you to know it's possible to be happily married. And the buck stops with the man. The buck stops with the seeds you have been sowing. Buy your wife good clothes. Take her for manicure. Take her for spa. Walk with her. Be proud with her. Appreciate her publicly. That's the best way to fence your marriage against attacks. When you learn to appreciate your woman publicly, no woman will joke with you. They know you're happily married. They know you're satisfied with your sex life. You have no room for their shenanigans. You have no space in your heart. Anybody who follows me, anybody who knows me, any friend I have, they know there is no space in my heart for another woman. If you come to my life as a woman, you are wasting your time. Unless you're coming for coaching or for mentorship or for pastoral care. Unless you're coming to listen to the message I deliver. If you're coming with an ulterior motive, if you're coming to me seeking anything else, you're wasting your time. Even if you're looking for money from me and you're needy and you're desperate, you're about to die as a woman, I cannot send you money. Make no mistake. There's so many women who send me messages on a day-to-day basis. They're looking for money from me. If they are genuine, I refer them to Mercy. Mercy can send them the rent, can send them some money. But for me, they won't get a coin. They won't. Ask them whether they have received anything from me. The women we help and the families we help, they get their support through Mercy. Mercy says, I don't want to set any wrong signal to any woman. I don't want to set a wrong signal. So they cannot get money directly from me. Never, 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 never. Can you imagine? Not even my own mother. I support my mom. Every single month, we send my mother upkeep. By God's grace, I was able to buy my mama a house. I settled her in a very good estate in Nairobi. But you know what? My own mother, my own biological mother, she receives her money from Mercy. I have sent a strong message to my parents that Mercy and me are one item, one flesh. Nothing and no one can come between us except God. God is the only one between us. He is our glue. He's our secret. He's our confidence. Everything else and everyone else, including my own children and my parents, are third parties to our marriage. They are third parties to our marriage. 3 things a woman needs from a man. Number 1, leadership. Number 2, appreciation. Number 3, time. Time. Every woman needs attention. Every woman needs attention. Quality time with her. Your woman should not compete with your soccer, with your TV, with your newspaper, with your job, with your girlfriends. Cancel all those relationships. Give your woman your phone to keep. That's what I do. And all our phones, no phone. Sleeps in our bedrooms, no phone, no phone. All of us have the same phones, type of phones. But there is no phone that sleeps in our bedrooms. All our phones, they're out of bounds from our secret chambers. We don't entertain guests to sneak into our bedrooms through the back door of gadgets. And guess what? My phone, over 80% of the time, it's with Mercy. I only pick it when I'm going out for a private work where she can't be allowed to come. Because I'm speaking to some CEO somewhere. They pay the air ticket for one person. But most of the time I demand they pay air ticket for Mercy. She keeps my phone for one reason. There are many people who are calling me usually for professional engagements. So she's helping me to filter out the serious calls from the unserious calls. But your woman needs attention. A lot of men start reaching out to the woman, touching the woman, caressing her at night. They had nothing to do with her during the day. I'm challenging you right now. Send a text during the day. Not asking her, where are you? What time are you coming home? That's okay. That's important. But even more important, a text saying, I love you. You're important to me. You mean the life for me. You are my music. You're my chocolate. You are my apple. You are my support. You are my pillar. You are the love of my life. You are my rock. Send a text to make her feel good. Send a text every day, not Sundays, reminding her you're my flower. You are my joy. Gratitude must be treated with a sense of urgency. Learn to say thank you as a priority. Take her for a date every week. 18 years, 6 months. I have taken Mercy out for dinner every week. We go out 3 times with Mercy every week. Once at least to jog or to hike. Since I went through heart surgery, open heart surgery, I have not been able to jog. But at least we hike once a week or take a long walk with Mercy. I do it alone. Many times I'm looking for me time. But I will do with Mercy at least once a week. We will go for coffee date once a week. And we will go out for dinner date once a week without fail. Every year we take our children for vacation once, minimum. And I'll take Mercy alone without our kids at least once a year. As I speak with you right now, I have paid our vacation next year with the children to Hawaii and with Mercy to Las Vegas. Just the 2 of us. Oh, it's expensive, doc. How? This is a thing for the rich. Come on. Even when God had not blessed us the way he has blessed us today, when we had just left university, when we didn't have much money, we still went out with mercy. The only difference is that we didn't go to expensive hotels. We went where we could afford. Affordability is an excuse. You can afford at your level. At whatever level you are, you can afford to take the sweetheart of your life on vacation. That's the truth. You see, a lot of men know their women sexually, but they don't understand them emotionally. Why? They never connect with them. They never spend quality time with their wives. They choose to go to the pub with other men. They choose to have an excuse in the name of work to go home late. There are many men who could have left the place of work by 5 o'clock or 5:30 or 6 o'clock. They deliberately create an excuse to go home late. They deliberately sign up for a trip out of town, out of office, just to be away from home. Create quality time with your family. Switch off your TV. Switch off the radio. Create ample quality time with your family. So I'm suggesting 3 things your woman wants. Leadership. Number 2, appreciation. And number 3, quality time. Hi guys, I am done.